Calvin and Laura are met with unexpected news while Curtis and Glo join forces against Mrs. Wellington. Calvin and Miranda must navigate the complexities of co-parenting. That's the episode synopsis for Tyler Perry's, I about to say sisters, Lord. Tyler Perry's House of Pain season 14, episode 8. The name of the episode will be House of Probation, and it airs Wednesday, June 18, y'all. Okay, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode synopsis down below. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? What do y'all think is going to be the unexpected news? That's the first part. It said Calvin and Laura met with unexpected news. So what do y'all think the unexpected news is? The first thing I already been seeing and I mentioned was pregnancy. The fact that Laura's pregnant, and that's why she been acting crazy. That's why she been acting crazy. That's why she been acting the way that she been acting or whatever. So people are speculating that she's pregnant. That's one. The second thing could be that Miranda actually comes over and maybe she says something, because the second part or the third part of it says Calvin and Miranda must navigate the complexities of co-parenting. Okay, y'all, I cut off, but I'm back. What was I saying? I think I was asking y'all, or I will ask y'all, what do y'all think the unexpected news is? Could she possibly be pregnant? How would y'all feel about that if she was pregnant? I was like, I don't know. I don't know if being pregnant would cause you to act the way you acting or whatever. I don't know. I think she just feel this type of way because of Miranda. I'm not going to sit up here and say, last episode, if you seen it, she said something to Calvin. She was saying how she don't think she know any woman that would be okay with another woman or his ex just walking in anytime she get ready. And I said, you know what? She is right about that. I said, that I give it to you, cause no, I will give you that. But again, I think the last time we seen Miranda actually just walk in was when she came over when Laura was lying to Calvin about the Paynes and what they did and how they just kicked her out and stuff like that. I think that's the last time we seen her just walk in to that place. And a lot of people were saying, that's her house anyway. That's Miranda, so she should be able to come in anytime she feel like it or whatever. And in a sense, I get it, and I want to agree, but at the same time, it's like, nobody, I don't care if this was your mama house. I don't care if this was your mama house. No, because then Ella over here, she was like, what did she say? She said, I may not be able to control who walks in and out of your mama house, but here she get to say so. For me, I still feel like there's more to the story. I feel like they're going to dive deeper into the storyline sooner or later. Well, I can't say that because we on season 14. They've been back doing the same thing for how many seasons now? Then, with this being episode 8, y'all know sometimes at episode 10 or 11, that's when they do the mid-season finale, and I keep saying that. And I was like, they ain't did nothing worthy of a season finale yet. They haven't. Ain't nothing been going on. The same thing. They've been dragging it. I think one episode, this will be called House of Probation. The next episode, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be called House of Second Chances. So I don't know if that's about Laura or about, what's the dude name? Jasmine classmate or whatever. But I was like, they be dragging this like a mug. But yeah, for me, I think it's more so about Miranda. She keeps saying how she don't like Miranda and stuff like that. And people were saying, she hasn't done anything to her. She the one who's with her husband. I said, true that, because if I'm not mistaken, and I keep saying this part too, when they first aired the show again, they wasn't divorced yet. They was still working out the details, working out child support, working out all this stuff. But yeah, other than that, what else was I going to talk about? I was going to say, and I feel like Calvin is partially at fault because, first of all, he in denial. He see the signs in regards to Laura, but at the same time, he act oblivious to it. Not to mention, he told CJ that he's still in love with Miranda, that he still love her or whatever. And I was like, yeah, maybe deep down Laura knows that. Maybe she know that, or it's a secret we don't know yet. That's why everybody keep dropping hints. Ella was like, something about her. Miranda said on the last episode how what are we missing? That's what she said to Curtis. What are we missing? And I was like, are they foreshadowing what's to come? Like, are they gonna do a deeper storyline? But with this writing, you never really know. They could have just wrote that by accident. I said by accident. Not by accident, but y'all get what I'm trying to say, probably. But I was gonna say, I got a lot of problems with this storyline. I did, first of all, because it's dragging too long, and that nobody's really being truthful. Nobody being truthful or whatever. What's the other part that I said I was gonna say? Every time Calvin and Laura get into it or something, she leaves, and then by the time she come back, they work things out. They'll talk a little bit. On last episode, they did talk a little bit, but at the same time, I don't think they talked enough, to be honest. I was like, she throw a fit and she leave, and then next thing you know, she come back, Calvin like, I'm sorry, or something like that. And I was like, dude, y'all it's a whole bunch of red flags going on both sides, to be honest. Both sides, not just Laura, Calvin too. Because I don't know. That leads me to this part, and then we're going to come back to Curtis and Glo. Calvin and Miranda must navigate the complexities of co-parenting. And to me, I gotta say it. I feel like people get it twisted about what co-parenting means, but I'm not a parent, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's certain things that be inappropriate, and they don't be having no boundaries, and they think that they treat each other like property. Like, oh, I could always go back to this person because that's the mother of my child, that's the father of my child. Disrespectful, no boundaries or whatever. So I was like, I don't know. I think everybody just need to have a conversation and talk about it or whatever. Because people saying that, and I don't know how true this is, or if people just speculating, but they saying that they actually get married, that Calvin and Laura actually get married. But Curtis was talking to Miranda at the end of last week's, well, that was this week's episode, and he was saying, when she was saying how, what are we missing, and he was trying to tell her, you got to take emotion out of it and basically work things out, because if he finna get ready to marry Laura, then they all got to get along. First, that ain't necessarily true, because there's people who marry but they don't get along with nobody in the family. So but I was like, maybe with them saying Calvin and Miranda must navigate the complexities of co-parenting. This is all over the place. This is not what I was about to say, but I forgot, y'all. But maybe they talk about how to co-parent without being inappropriate, how to co-parent and get along with Laura, because again, Curtis was talking to her about taking emotion out of it. But I said, well, I think everybody need to have a conversation. I want this squashed by tomorrow. No, they need to go and finish this up by this episode. Hopefully by the end of the episode, it's over with. But I doubt it. I think it's more to come. But yeah, and I was like, I think you could co-parent. I don't necessarily agree that she has to come in the house. I mean, I take that back. Because if her child was in danger and nobody was picking up the phone, then I understand her coming. But just any old day when she get ready, I don't know about that. I don't know. And people were saying how they think that she did deserve to keep that key because her child is there, so she should be able to walk in and check on him and stuff. And I was like, so you telling me that if y'all was in this situation, you'd be okay with the baby mama or the baby father just walking in whenever they get ready because they child there or whatever? I don't know. I get both sides, but at the same time, come on now, there gotta be some type of boundaries in place. And that's why I say Calvin is definitely responsible for a lot of this, because he don't got no boundaries with nobody. The way he let Laura off the hook like it was nothing. I mean, he did say, that's Christian's mother, so you try at least to get along with her. And she was like, just give me time. She acting like she the one. I will say I don't see what Miranda did aside from just walking in whenever she got ready. But like I said, lately we haven't really seen that. But because I try to see both sides of the thing, it was another thing that people pointed out. How when the day Miranda had just walked in, and Laura was like, get out or whatever. She was like, I just came here to get my son. And she was like, well, get your son and get out or whatever. And Calvin had a problem with how she was talking about that chick and this and stuff because she's Christian mother. I don't give a crap. My thing though, I don't care if that's the mother of the child or not. You still need boundaries. You definitely need boundaries. But in this case, like Laura is something else. It's something else. Like, we don't know what it is. It could be that she know that both of them still in love with each other and she fighting it. It could be somebody said, she see that Miranda has a closer relationship with the family than she do. That could be it. It could be a lot of things. It could be that she feel guilty because she over here doing whatever she doing when she run off, because she be running off a lot and they never show where she go. Remember how they used to follow the people? Not follow them, but remember how they used to show other scenes beside from just the house or whatever? Because lately, ain't that what I just noticed? That we just been seeing Calvin house, Curtis and them house, and CJ and them house. I don't think, have they actually showed another part yet? Remember how they used to show the firehouse? They used to show the barbershop. I think that place, what was Ella working at that time? Was it the mall or something? I think they showed there. But lately, I just realized it. I might be wrong. They used to show the other place where when CJ became the fire chief or whatever. I just noticed it. I don't know. Had they showed anything else, y'all let me know down below. But yeah, what else? Let's see. I already said Laura throw a fit and walk out every time. I said maybe Miranda comes to end the tension because of the conversation she had with Curtis and stuff. But I don't know, y'all. And the last comment I seen makes a lot of sense. It probably make the most sense out of everything. Somebody said Miranda shouldn't allow Christian to be around Laura if she gonna badmouth her and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? Now that I agree with, because she has been talking to us and she don't care about the kids being there, even Junior. Because she know how he feel about Miranda as well. But yeah, I was like, now that I agree with. Maybe they talk about that. Maybe the unexpected news is that she don't want Christian around no more. Because Christian already came mocking her, or ain't that what they call it? Mocking her or mimicking her or whatever. So I was like, maybe that's it. I said, now that I definitely agree with. And I always try to see both sides of things. But yes, you over here talking crazy about me in front of my child. My child won't be coming over no more. It's just gonna be what it is at that point. But yeah, like I said, I always try to see both sides of things. But in that case, I definitely agree. And the last thing it says that Curtis and Glo joined forces against Mrs. Wellington. I always say that Glo and Curtis, they're back and forth, but then them supporting each other or whatever. That reminds me of him and Clarita. That definitely do. I think they said Clarita retired. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, I think that's everything. So let me know your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is her girls. Today, be safe.